Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm back with another Throne and Liberty video. Now what we have here is Amazon Game Studios. They're finally ramping up the information. They're finally ramping up, like, you know, obviously the marketing. This time we've got a closed beta details article here. But before I jump into this, let me just say, please like, share and subscribe. Leave me a cheeky comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. But anyway, let's jump into this one. So we have the closed beta test arriving next week, as you guys and girls should already know by now. If you don't know, where the heck have you been? I've covered this on my channel 2 times already. And yeah, next week, April the 10th, global closed beta test is also going to be cross-platform. So it's going to be on PlayStation 5 and Xbox X and S, as well as PC, of course. So they're basically giving us the, again, the invitations have already been sent out and fully confirmed by now. So fingers crossed if you got in already, congratulations. If you didn't so far, it is what it is, you know. It's sad to see, sad to hear some people haven't obviously got in. I do know that quite a lot of console players have been getting access. So if the website still allows you to sign up, I would suggest just try to sign up. And if you do have a console, maybe try and get a key for your console version, because yeah, a lot of console players are getting in. But yeah, it is RNG, of course, at the end of the day. So yeah, the invitations are beginning to be distributed. We wanted to share some additional details on what participants can expect. For players that missed the announcement, a brief overview can be found below. For players who signed up and have been selected, learn about the focus of the closed beta and discover key test details in the closed beta test focus section. We are working closely with NCSoft to take valuable feedback from players to ensure Throne and Liberty is a great experience, at launch. And we're excited to hear from players about their experience. So because the Korean version of the game that we had for nearly 4 months ago, it wasn't in the best state. So the launch was a little bit rocky over there in Korea. So obviously NCSoft and Amazon Game Studios, with all of the changes that has been made to the game, over the past 4 months, trust me, the game is in a much better state now. I've got so many videos covering all of the changes, so check out my channel, go back and watch some videos if you're not, you know, fully familiar on all of the changes. But trust me, when it comes out in global, it's going to be in a much better state than it was initially, so don't worry about that. So there's a picture of Tevin here. He's one of the ARC bosses. So the closed beta overview. The closed beta test will span PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. It starts on April the 10th at 1 PM PT, which is 8 PM UTC, running up until April 17th. So it is, of course, a 7-day closed beta test. It ends at the exact same time that it starts. The closed beta will feature servers in North America, East America, Europe, Asia Pacific and South America. Those are the only locations for the closed beta test where there'll be servers. Selected players will receive their invitation via email beginning on April the 2nd, which was yesterday as of recording of this video, and we will be providing a code via email on April the 4th. So that is Thursday, April the 4th, 2024. So keep your eyes peeled on your inbox emails for the codes. And there's also going to be further instructions on how to participate. So I'm assuming there's going to be the NDA information in the email as well. This is a confidential playtest of Throne and Liberty, and your participation in this pre-release test is subject to the non-disclosure agreement. So NDA basically just means do not discuss any of the information, any of the game features. Do not discuss anything that you do not record, do not stream. It's as simple as that. If you're in the test, just keep it quiet. Participating, you agree to keep it strictly confidential. You may not disclose in any form content from this playtest, including any information about the game, features, announcement date, and live release plan. Any breach of confidentiality will be treated seriously. So this here this here to me is very intriguing. Why would they state in this little paragraph here, why would they state that we cannot discuss the announcement date and the live release plan of Throne and Liberty Global? So are you telling me that in this closed beta test, we're either one, going to be told when the game is going to release, or two, is there some sort of information, some sort of text within the game that has this information? Because otherwise it doesn't make sense. Why would they tell us not to discuss the announcement dates and live release plan? Because all they would have to do is just not tell us that information, right? So that's I'm very intrigued about that, why that's there and what does that actually mean. So yeah. Now the closed beta test focus is all about the player progression and leveling experience. So the closed beta test includes important adjustments to the player progression. We're excited to hear feedback from players on these adjustments. For the first few days of the test, players will be able to explore Silesia and experience these adjustments. The level cap that was in the previous technical test has been removed, so players can progress freely into all parts of the game. Now here, towards the end of the test, we will provide help to players, allowing them to experience all forms of content. This will allow players to explore the early mid-game and also begin participating in the end-game content throughout their journey in the closed beta. So basically, from how I'm understanding this, the first couple of days you're just free to roam, level up as you wish, take as long as you like, be as quick as you like. But if you're not level 50 towards the middle of the test, they're going to basically probably give us XP boosts or level boosts. And I reckon they're going to give us weapon boxes and gear boxes, because they want to, a big focus of this test is siege and tax delivery, which is obviously the big PvP game modes. And we also now have information that there is a lot of guilds that got invited, and we're talking 100, 200 plus keys. So this is a huge focus. This is basically a stress test without it being an open beta, because this is obviously just an assumption, but I'm starting to think that there's not going to be an open beta, because this is the only reason why you normally do an open beta is to do a stress test, to get obviously tons of players into the game, to really pressure the servers. So fingers crossed, if this goes well, I honestly believe that this is the main function of this, is to stress test the servers, like I said, but to also test the functionality, of course, of cross-play between the consoles and the PC players. So if the console runs the game fine, if there's no, minimal issues between the cross-play, I feel like I'm still on track to be correct about end of May, June, early June release date. Of course, it's just an opinion, it's just an assumption before anybody jumps down my throat in the comments. It's just from using my brain and seeing how things are working. That's what I believe. So we'll see. So right, the economy. The in-game auction house and store will also be enabled in this test. We already know about this. If you've been following my channel, you've been checking out people streaming the Korean version. There is Lucent in-game, and Lucent can be bought via real money. You can also, if you're a completely free-to-play player, you can also just earn Lucent from selling items in the auction house. So don't worry about that. You can get on fine with being a free-to-play player. Now, combat and events. The closed beta test will also feature improvements to the combat, which everyone already knows. And here is basically like the roadmap, if you like. So the event schedule. Servers are opening on April 10th. No scheduled event. Players can just explore the map, explore the game. The April the 11th, they're going to set up a timer for Morokai, who is an open world boss. April 12th, Excavator opens up. April 13th, there's a Peace Tevent World Arc boss, like I said earlier. 14th is the first Castle Siege. And then the next day is April 15th. They're going to be doing the tax delivery. Now, tax delivery, if you're unaware, is basically like a PvP caravan system. It's Throne of Liberty's spin on the caravan. So instead of it being a caravan, it's a big massive golem. Then the April 16th is the second siege, and then April 17th is the final day. Now, they're doing 2 sieges, so this is why I'm saying to you that my belief is that obviously this is a huge stress test, and global release should be very, very close, unless there is, of course, major issues with the console and the crossplay functionality, or if the servers blow up, then yeah, it may be pushed back a little bit. But another reason why would they be doing a closing ceremony? If they're going to be doing an open beta test, why would they be doing something like a closing ceremony? It could just be to make a cool trailer, a cool video for their YouTube channel, to showcase how many players was in it, get some, you know, good footage. It could just be that purely, of course, or it could be because of what I'm thinking. We're not going to know yet. So yeah, and I'm not, you know, no one's going to be able to discuss any of this information if we find it out, because of course it's all under NDA. But anyway, that is going to be it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you've enjoyed this one. If you didn't know this information already, there you have it. If you've got in, like I said, congratulations, but just remember, keep your lips tight. And anyway, have a beautiful day. Take care, everybody. See you soon. Peace.